Hello and welcome. Now I explain you the Stamp Act. The Stamp Act was a law for stamp taxes which was valid on March 22nd. It meant that every official paper and document, but also newspaper and card games in the North American colonies, needed a stamp. The cause for that law was England had a lot of debt because of the 7-Year War in Europe, and the troops at the border of the Native American territory, they were necessary to protect the colonists, needed needed money too. The British thought the colonists had to pay too because they protect them from the Native Americans. The Stamp Act was a cause for the colonists to protest. From October 7th until the 22nd, 25th, there was a Congress in New York, and that's what they talked about. It is for the freedom of our peoples, not right to raise taxes without their permission, which they can say personally or by a member of Congress. Our peoples are not in the British government, and we cannot because the long distance. The only representative of our peoples are elected by the British themselves. We are not obligated to obey stamp taxes. After protest, the law for stamp taxes was repealed on March 18, 1766 by the British government.
And our next topics about Townshend Acts. The Townshend Acts were a series of laws passed beginning in 1767 by the Parliament of Great Britain relating to the British colonies in North America. Charles Townshend, British Chancellor of the Exchequer, was called upon to draft a new fiscal program, intent upon reducing British taxes by making more efficient the collection of duties levied on American trade. He tightened customs administration at the same time, sponsoring duties on colonial imports of paper, glass, lead, and tea exported from Britain to the colonies. The so-called Townshend Acts were based on the promise that taxes imposed on goods imported by the colonies were legal while internal taxes, like the Stamp Act, were not. The Townshend Act were designed to raise revenue to be used, in part, to support colonial governors, judges, customs officers, and the British Army in America. In response, Philadelphia lawyer John Dickinson, in Letters of a Pennsylvania Farmer, argued that the Parliament had the right to control imperial commerce but did not have the right to tax the colonies, whether the duties were external or internal.
Okay, here we go to the Intolerable Acts. Okay, the Intolerable Acts was after the Boston Tea Party, and this law was by 13 colonies repealed. Now let's talk about that. 5 Intolerable Acts. What is the first set of law?
The port should be closed as long till the tea was paid.
Okay. What is the second set of law?
Crown officials in the colonies could from now on escape legal proceedings, a trial before jury courts.
Yes, that's right. And I heard about the community. Do you know exactly what happened?
Yes, of course, because the assembly, or also known as local assembly, were only allowed the permits of the agenda held by the governor. Right, even the colonists had to listen to the British laws. If they would be killed.
Oh, that's interesting. What happened next?
Up to retention of the French civil right and the
the Mediterranean experience the urgencies colonists rejected.
Yeah,
Yes, and this
yeah, yes, and this didn't like the colonists, therefore they did a proposal by Virginia that that the colonies together work against the British government led on September 1774 to the First Continental Congress.
that's exciting. Thank you very much for the information.
Hi, I'm Isra Fiza Usman, and now I am as a reporter, and now I report the Sea Boston Party.
Hi, I'm Lena Steiner, and in this video I'm gonna be a news announcer and Samuel Cooper. Bye.
Hi, I'm Selina Bedner. In this video, I am just fused in the part of the Boston Tea Party. Hi, I'm Emily Zimmerman, and I am a news reporter for the Boston Tea Party. Bye.
Hi, in this video you can see a news channel and they talking about the Boston Tea Party, and we will go live to the Boston Tea Party. Enjoy! Hi, and welcome to the Flash News, the ultimate news channel. Today is the December 16, 1773, and our issues of today are the Boston Tea Party, Native Americans against the colonists, what are the chances, and weather. Emily starts with the Boston Tea Party.
As we all know, the war between the colonists and the British. For what reason? Because the British taxes on trade goods and taxes have doubled. The reason is the high public debt of the British. They have caused in the 7 Years' War in Europe. In addition, the costs have risen, causing the colonists to fight back. The British believed that the colonists should pay more. The colonists, however, met with the opposition. This is mainly because the colonists, as British citizens, but are eligible to vote, but exercise their rights by large distance cannot. Moreover, the colonists are not represented in Parliament. The British finally gave in and picked up various duties and taxes, but the tea trade is taxed. The tea would sell cheaply to the British colonists, but the colonists refused to buy the English tea, and instead preferred the smuggled Dutch tea. A few days later are the first ships with the cheap tea in the harbor, and Boston is running. We now turn live to the events in Boston.
Now we give you a short summary of the Battle of Saratoga.
Yeah. Struggling toward Saratoga, the British, led by General Cornwallis, hoped to split New England from the rest of the colonies. March 1776, British seized New York City. Americans were not prepared and beaten badly. So, Saratoga. My neighbor says you more information about this.
The Patriots were struggling to win battles against the British. In 1777, Americans stopped British troops marching south from Canada. Americans won a clear victory of Saratoga, New York. Victory at Saratoga convinced the French the colonists had a chance of winning. The French agreed to send troops and supplies to the colonists.
Hi, I'm Afi, and live reports from Boston. Here we have two colonists,
George Hurst, and Samuel Cooper. Can you tell us what exactly happened?
We are preparing to throw the tea box overboard. We don't want to buy the tea off from the British.
And what do you wearing now?
Oh, we dressed up as Native Americans.
Why is that?
Well, we don't want to be recognized.
So, you want to give the Native Americans the blame?
We showed it to the British. They could not sell their tea to us cheaply. Helpfully, they finally understand that we pay no duties. Man, that you have done well. We are heroes. Today we have won.
So, what do you think of the whole campaign?
I think it's a fantastic idea. I myself would prefer to make, but unfortunately, I arrived just before 2 minutes here.
And what they think that the colonists discuss as Native Americans?
I don't know what to make of it already. Most like what to avoid detection.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And we now turn back to the studios.
This is indeed it, with the Indians facing a nerve, which does not even have enough courage to show their own faces. Well, we will see how they explain that. And here I have one of this famous British package of this famous British tea. It smells really good.
Very good, I would say myself.
It's now it's in the water. Yeah. And now to the colonists against Indians. What are the chances?
Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So we want to give our opinion about the Boston Tea Party. And then my opinion is I think it's wrong. They throw away the tea because I think the tea is expensive. They should keep it. So yeah, I don't agree.
I think the colonists were right to do that. They don't live in England. The British don't have to say what they have to do. I think they don't have to pay taxes. They were completely right to do that.
Okay, I think it's right too because the British can make what they want. I agree with Elena and Selena, but I also have a little bit more of opinion that the only reason why the colonists are dressed up as Native Americans is so that the British did not know who they were and what they were doing. But at the time when they went onto the British ships to go dump the tea into the harbor, the British found out what they were doing, but they never found out who it was. And then when the dumping of the tea was done and over with in the Boston Harbor, that started the revolution, which started having the colonists wanting to break away from Britain. Any other words from you guys?
No. So yeah, this is our opinion about the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
that's it.
Bye.